G'day, it's your boy Jordan CS No here, and welcome back to another cringy ass video on the dark web. And my god, there is really no shortage of shitty Elden Ring reviews on the internet. I mean, first Quantard's Elden Ring review, which I didn't get to cover. Maybe I'll cover it if I can somehow find it. Then we had Red Bandana Gaming's Elden Ring review. And now we have this one from a guy who admits in the review that they haven't even played the game. Which, I don't know if you know this, but you shouldn't be making a review of a game if you haven't played it. I mean, that's why you don't see me making an Elden Ring review on this channel. But you know, the sudden influx of people making Elden Ring reviews while barely playing it, or without playing it in this case, is really beginning to tempt me. But anyway, the video we're looking at today comes from a channel by the name of VaughnJog Vlog. It's titled Elden Ring Sucks, and I Can Prove It Review. Which, you know, can't wait for him to tell me why Elden Ring sucks without even playing it. So without further ado, let's begin.
So Elden Ring completely sucks, and I guess it's up to me to prove it.
Okay, I'm not supposed to be swearing this early in the video, but what the genuine fuck was that intro? Like, that is easily got to be the worst goddamn intro I've ever seen in a video that I've watched on this channel. And believe me, I've seen a lot of shitty intros before. But you know what? In the spirit of shitty intros, here's my shitty intro that I made on Panzoid. Kill me.
Elden Ring is from Software, a company that works titles as though they have the limited ingredients of a Taco Bell menu. Okay, we have a ring. Okay, we've got an Elden Ring. We're gonna mix and match though. Elden Ring. And it is a charismaless, motivation-free, derivative, repetitive death loop.
You know, it's pretty funny how all these reviewers complain about how it's a death loop. Like, it's a Souls title. Like, no shit, you're going to die. An inkling of research would show you that Souls games are difficult. Like, even I know this. And I haven't played a single goddamn Souls game. Not one. At most, I've played Souls-like games. It honestly baffles me how people would buy these games without knowing that they're going to be difficult. I mean, then again, this guy hasn't even fucking bought the game.
Oh, but Vaughn, come on, don't be so hard on a game. You haven't even beaten it yet. Oh, I hear those complaints from that Hollow Knight review, and I one-up you. I haven't only not beaten Elden Ring, I haven't played it.
You haven't even played the game, and you're making a review on it. How are you going to review a game and not even play a game? Oh, but he could have watched live streams or something like that. There is a big difference between watching a video game through a live stream and playing it. Like, some games are just really boring to watch, but they're fun to play. Like, have you ever seen gameplay of Age of Empires? That shit looks boring as hell. But have you ever played Age of Empires? That shit's fun as hell. Like, bro, you need to play a game before you can review it.
See, I am so attuned with my criticism, I don't even have to play a game anymore to judge it. Look, if it's raining shit outside, do you need to stand in it to realize you don't want to be in it?
No, you don't. However, this is the equivalent of not even looking outside to see if it's raining shit. This is like staying inside, closing the curtains, and not even looking outside. Like, for all you know, it could just be regular rain. But the thing is, you haven't even looked outside.
But, if you must know, I did watch and try to guide a friend through a 2.5-hour live stream of nothing but pain and agony.
So not only did they not play the game and just watch it, but they watched it for only 2.5 hours. Bro, 2.5 hours wouldn't even be the main storyline. This is like a game with hundreds of hours of content, and you're trying to judge the entire game based off of less than 3 hours of not even gameplay, but just watching gameplay. Sorry dude, but that's just fucking stupid. I think to review a game, you should at least have to play through the main story of the game.
So after your little tutorial showing you all the rudimentary hack and slash, you got your character creation, all this sort of stuff, you get out into the open world. Oh wow, it's so open, which is code for we're not going to design levels anymore. Instead, we just populate a world and then you get to play it the way you want to. Except in this game, it punishes you for not playing it the way they want you to play it.
That's called an open world game. You get put out into the world, and you get to explore it as you want. It just so happens in open world games, some areas in the game are quite difficult. And yes, you probably do get punished if you go there early on without any gear. Mainly since they're late game areas. Every open world title has at least something like that. And I could probably take a good guess that Elden Ring does, considering there are people that can beat the game in 30 minutes.
Case in point, this asshole over here says that you're maidenless, and you're like, okay, what the hell's that about?
You do realize in the part where Vare tells you you are maidenless, he's mostly referring to the fact that you won't get invited to the round table or whatever it's called, and that you have no guidance. Basically, he's telling you that you're kind of fucked.
Then there's this tall guy on a horse, and I guess maybe you want to avoid this because he's going to murder your ass. So you go off in the other direction and make shit all progress in 2 hours of searching for your humble steed, which the game promised you.
Oh my god, that's terrible, you poor souls. You're telling me they didn't hold your hand and guide you through the game, and you actually had to think and use your brain and figure it out yourself? Oh my god, you poor things. I mean, really, it kind of sounds like the issue here isn't with the game, and that maybe you're just kind of a dumbass.
It is after this point you have to look shit up and realize that the game wanted you to sneak past the tall guy on the mount, rest at some campfire, and then some gal who is partially blind will give you a steed ring, which is actually a whistle, but we're calling it a ring. But I see a ring, but it's labeled whistle, so lazy.
You do realize it could just be an oddly shaped whistle. Like, this is a fantasy game. Of course things are going to look different in a fantasy game than they do in real life. Or maybe you put on the ring and whistle into the ring. Which, I mean, a whistle ring actually kind of seems like a really cool idea. Like, maybe that's what they were going for. Which kind of just means you're basically criticizing them for being creative.
Even better, return back to that asshole who called you a maidenless tarnish. Once you have a maiden, he won't even recognize it. Since when did we program NPCs to have dialogue that doesn't update?
I mean, since when do we get reviewers who don't even play games? But like, seriously, how the fuck is he supposed to know that you got maidens? Like, you're not telling him or showing him here. So how the fuck is he supposed to know? Like, is he gonna read your mind? Does he have telepathy? Like, how is this a complaint? Like, this guy's arms must hurt so much from all the reaching that he's been doing in this video.
In the meantime, you are dealing with just generic mobs of enemies out there ready for you to kill, just sitting around waiting for you to engage combat.
Oh my god, it's almost as if you don't have to attack every single thing that you see. Whoa, who would have guessed? Because how dare a game give you any sort of choice?
When you take hits because you will, you have the hitbox of a Buick. Your character makes all of two sounds, the grunt of being hurt and the grunt of dying. Get used to it, because your best attack is to spam customer support for a refund. And it's not like my buddy Motels on the Moon is bad at games. We did a co-op live stream of Halo 2 on Legendary difficulty.
Yeah guys, we're not just bad at Elden Ring, because we played Halo 2, which is a completely different game. How the fuck does playing Halo 2 on Legendary equate to being good at Elden Ring? They're completely different games. One is a third-person fantasy RPG game, and the other's a first-person sci-fi shooter. They're like the complete opposite of each other. Like, bro, how? That makes no goddamn sense.
I give Elden Ring a 2.0 out of 10.
Well, that was a great review and certainly great content for this channel. I give this review a 11 out of 10,000. But that's where his review ends, and that's where this video ends. So, that's all for today. If you did enjoy, leave a like. If you're new to the channel, why not subscribe? Turn on post notifications so you never miss an upload. If you do all of that, yeah, I'll personally hand deliver you a Ferrari. I will somehow find your address and drive it to your house. This is definitely not a scam. Yeah, follow me on Twitter at JordanCSNO, subscribe to my second channel, don't care. Please don't send any hate over to Vaughn, it's really unneeded. But, that's all for today, so until the next video, it doesn't even matter, I know none of you are even watching this far into the video, so, yeah, piss off.